got more NBA. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1/4 of action so far. And let's quickly break down the game, guys, we have seen from Indiana. What do you think?
Just stretching out the floor at first. They had the defense scrambling.
And you know what? That's what happens when you establish your three-point game early. It puts the defense right up against you.
So on the floor for Toronto to start this second quarter. Guard spots filled by Van Vliet and Trent. Achua is out there with Anunoby. And it's Birch in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Inside, here's Jackson. Good, and the assist goes to MP. Jackson's got 5 now.
Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision, excellent.
Trent passes to Van Vliet. It's not going to go for him. So the Pacers will take it the other way.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. MP passes to Brissett. Comes up empty down low.
Boy, patrolling the paint well, protecting the rim. That's exactly the kind of defensive effort you need against him.
Van Vliet against Jackson. Anunoby with it. And the rejection by Jackson. MP passes to Brissett, and he bangs it home with one hand.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
MP left side. It's hauled in by Trent. Raptors trail by 6. Two minutes now played in the second quarter. And it's blocked. MP outside. To the middle. Here's Jackson. Good, and the assist goes to MP. MP's got his 3rd assist on the night. Toronto calls timeout. Greg, you know a thing or two about being a floor general. It's no longer just a traditional guard role.
Not at all. Now there are point forwards, even point centers.
Close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Pacers lead by... Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish. Changing it up here. So far in the game, he's gone 2 for 4 from the free throw line.
Pacers, Miles Turner.
That free throw good from Turner.
And Kevin, when we talk about new age bigs in the NBA, one of the first I think of is Miles Turner. And here's a guy who has led the league in blocks, but can also stretch the floor.
Jackson is out there with Lance Stevenson. Then it's Turner. Then it's MP. And it's Duarte in at the 2 spot. So that's the group out there for Indiana. Pacers trail by 3. And here is MP. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
That's his first personal
In
foul.
2018-19, not only did Turner lead the NBA in swats, he also shot almost 40%, Greg, on his 3.
And you go back just like 10 years ago, you'd never think we'd see players with the skill set of Turner. But this is how the game has evolved. And guys like Turner are just so valuable for teams to have. And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Passes it to Barnes. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson. And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile one block.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest. Going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
Indiana making some changes. Warren comes in for Brissett, and it's T.J. McConnell in for Lance Stevenson. The Raptors also with a sub. Young's checked in, 4 on the shot clock. Here's Van Vliet. Second shot opportunity. Young, no good.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
For the lead, and it finished off inside by McConnell. McConnell's got his first basket.
Hey, T.J. Warren is definitely a scorer. He's got a shoot-first mentality, but he'll give it up if you're...
Down low, here's Anunoby. Misses from short range. Indiana leading. It's blocked. And so it looks like the Pacers will retain possession here. Fields.
Substitution on the court.
36 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And out of bounds as the Raptors gain possession. .30 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Flynn the pass to Achua. Oh, and he's going up for the alley-oop here. And the rejection by Jackson. Back to MP. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. See you later.
But life is good. Life is good for sure.
Any critique of yourself in the video game? Anything we could do better?
I just wish my jumper was a little more consistent, but maybe I got to show something in the season. We'll see, though. But maybe on this one, we can get my jumper a little better.
All right.
We'll see.
Thank you so much.
I appreciate it.
Tyler Tyler, you're getting an early taste of NBA 2K23. What do you think of the game thus far?
I'm just happy to be able to play the game. It's a dope experience, so happy to be here.
The Spurs came into the arena earlier with one thought on their mind, walking out of here with a win. Chase Tower,
Thanks, Brian. Well, current financial challenges have Commissioner Silver and the league office dusting off proposals for expansion. Silver said at some point, it's manifest destiny that the league will...
Boy, Allie, wouldn't that be something? And a look at the starters for the Spurs. Johnson and Pirtle, the big men. Devin Vassell out there with DeJounte Murray. And it's Richardson in at the 3 slot. And some team...
Into the lineup for the Spurs.
BA, if you're a true contender, you're not concerned at this stage. You know there's a lot of season left to turn things around.
And that one drops, so now they lead by 1.
One of the more improved players over the last few years, Murray has thrived in his high-usage role. You just wonder how good can this kid become?
Collins against MP. To the paint. Clock at 6. Into the lane. That puts him in the lead. And it's really incredible the number of ways Murray can affect a game.
I mean, I totally agree, B.A. I mean, he creates for himself and others. One of the best rebounders in the league at his position. And boy, is he disruptive on defense.
Turner against Murray. Down low. Collins. The Pacers pull it in. Turner's got 4 rebounds now. MP finds Jackson. MP outside. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
Spurs ball.
Here's Walker. His last outing, we saw him score 22. Pass to Murray. And the layup is good off the glass. Murray's got 6 points.
An explosive athlete with the ball in his hands. DeJounte Murray doing a dance and creating space for his shot.
MP, the pass to Jackson. Back to MP. Hey, expanding his range. They get the rebound. Nice shot by Turner.
Playing with real urgency. Turner keeps the play alive. That work ethic from him is just fantastic.
Murray with it. 4 seconds left. He's off on that one.
Offensively, that's how you want to end the possession, except for the result.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one. The Pacers out in front. They're up by 1. And we'll bring you the start of quarter number 2 when we return. And if you're just joining us, ends up going with a new group. So San Antonio going. With almost an entire new group here. Indiana trailing here. They've got MP. He's out there with Halliburton. Miles Turner out there with T.J. Warren. And it's Smith in at the four-man spot. So that's the group out there for Indiana. MP finds Warren. And here's Turner. Back to Halliburton. Turner with it. Checked by Murray. The 15-footer is good. Give him 8 points now. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Spurs.
Their aggressiveness on D has been the most glaring aspect of this game so far. They have the heat turned all the way up in this first half.
You know what else, guys? Defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight and turn them into points.
And the truth is, this league would have been much bigger had he shot better.
The drive by MP. Four on the clock. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Turner passes to Smith. The Pacers again can't hit.
And he's frustrated. That's a shot he can make in his sleep.
To the inside. Murray against Turner. Outside Johnson. Over Warren. With the tip. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Hurdle's got his first basket.
And they look more confident now, putting that rough first quarter behind them.
Murray against MP. On the take. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
Allowing any room to operate, you know he's going to be aggressive.
The Spurs have gone 8 of 15 in the second. And it's Murray off the drive. And it's Murray finishing it off.
From the moment when he sticks his foot in the ground and puts his head down, DeJounte Murray is explosive and fast.
MP left side.
San Antonio foul. Josh Richardson. That's his third personal foul.
And the first one at the line is good.
At the line for the Pacers.
He's off on the second. And so it's San Antonio with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. Just pounding the painted area. That's helped them build an advantage. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Wow, what a performance by DeJounte Murray.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something.
Spurs substitution.
Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Now here's Jones. He's closely guarded. Second chance shot. Shot clock at 6. For 3. And no good. So Indiana will take it the other way. And at home for the next game, it'll be New York pulling in to face them. It's game 3 of a trifecta at home. Back to MP. 1:02 left in the third quarter. And he drives in. That gives them the lead. MP's gotten his third basket of the night. We've seen 5 lead changes so far. Neither team able to pull away.
Yeah, this game just feels like it's going to come down to the wire.
Collins passes to Johnson. Here's Primo. Outside Walker. Duarte grabs the board. Indiana has gone 3 of 7 from deep so far in the third quarter. MP. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
That one's off. Turner, he's checked in for Brissett. Richardson's checked in for San Antonio. Here's Jones. 3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Collins. Now Richardson. Outside Jones. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Johnson. Tried to bank it in, but it misses. That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game. The Pacers out in front. They lead by 2. Rick Carlisle had some advice for his team. Let's hear what he had to say.
Hold your ground. Hold your ground.
It's the fourth quarter time. Get up and make some noise.
McConnell against Murray. Pass to MP. And so it's the Pacers taking care of business in this one. A competitive game. You have to feel like this crowd gave him a little extra edge.
Yeah, they really fed off the energy. You saw their activity level go up. Just a tremendous performance.
And that about wraps it up. For Grant Hill, Steve Smith, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thanks for watching tonight's game. We'll see you later.
The buildings of Indianapolis are located. Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan along courtside with Brent Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge on our sideline. DA, it's all yours.
Well, Kevin, one of the great stories is Julius Randle becoming an all-star in New York.
Yep, he's big enough to handle it. His performance speaks loudly. Thank you, DA. So a look at our starters for the Knicks. In the forward positions, Barrett and Randle. Emmanuel quickly out there with Rose. And it's Noel in at the 5 spot. And for the Pacers, Warren and Turner at the 4 and 5. Halliburton is out there with Hield. And it's Duarte in at the 3. For those teams, Greg, that had...
Checking in for the Knicks.
Ends up with a new group on the floor. So New York going with almost an entire new group here. Obi Toppin's checked in for Noel. Reddish comes in for R.J. Barrett. Alec Burks checked in for Quickly. And Walker subbed in for Rose. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Indiana shooting their first free throws here for the night.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws. So those are numbers you'll be happy with.
New York trailing. Pass to Burks. There's the triple. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randle. Randle's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Well, Randle, when he has the ball in his hands, aware that there might be an open teammate, that time he found him.
Now, here's McConnell. Last game out, he had 14. pass to MP. 1:19 left to play in the first quarter. McConnell passes to Smith. Clock at 6. The three from MP. Goes back up, and the layup good by Smith.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
And so it's Rendell bringing it up now for the Knicks. They trail by 1. This their first chance this season playing the Pacers.
And on paper, you call them the better team, but they actually lost the season series against this group a year ago.
And that one, good. Burks has got 5 now.
Well, he takes care of salvaging that possession for the offense by getting on the offensive glass.
There's 38 seconds left here in the opening quarter. MP, good. Here's Walker. He had 15 points last outing. Over McConnell. Pacers with the rebound. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
I thought they had a solid game plan coming into that one, and then they made good adjustments along the way.
Well, the great thing about watching that game was that we saw it through their offense, and they showed a few different looks that they settled into and played well.
3 on 3. Ball's knocked loose. Tyrese Halliburton has been on display for Indiana. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with them. And we'll be right back after this. And Emmanuel quickly, like his name, picking things up quickly. And he's taking pointers, reaching out to all-star Damian Lillard.
Really just giving me advice on, obviously, the point guard position, but what it takes to win in this league, what it takes to help the team win, how to bounce back from good games, bad games, staying even killed throughout the whole season. So it's really cool to get to talk to somebody on that high level.
And you want to learn how to impact winning, and not bad to have a resource like the great Damian Lillard.
And yeah, Knicks assistant coach Johnny Bryant connecting those two, and absolutely Lillard, a future Hall of Famer, unselfish with his knowledge.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. Let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Pacers so far, guys.
Just stretching out the floor in that first. They had the defense scrambling.
Pretty prime example here of how to space the floor and do it correctly. When you do it, that's the kind of thing that happens.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. And New York looking at who they've got. The pairing up front, Toppin and Randall. Kemba Walker is out there with Reddish. And it's Burks in at the 3, the small forward.
And that's got to feel good. Reddish rising up.
And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. McConnell kicks to MP. Kicks it out to Stevenson. MP outside. He takes it in. And a missed layup. Now Burks. He's got 5. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Randall outside. Pass to Walker. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Stevenson drives in. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. The Knicks have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Well, he was the College Player of the Year, Brent, in 2020, but Obi Toppin didn't make quite the impact people thought he would as a rookie.
Well, we saw some flashes, and he wasn't used a ton last year. And guess what? That's okay. If you're going to have a 10 or 12-year career and you have to learn slowly before you get acclimated to the NBA, we're going to see his size, we're going to see his athleticism, and we're going to see him grow as a player over the next couple seasons.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
With a 10-point lead, and if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. Making some changes here. There might be more talent at the point guard position now, Greg, than there's ever been in the NBA. But who do you think sits at the top of that list?
I mean, Kevin, there's so many incredible talents. And not that I'm dodging it, but honestly, the beauty is in the eye of the beholder. It depends on what kind of tickles your fancy in terms of the point guard. If it's the ability to shoot and play without it, Steph's at the top of your league list. But then you get a guy like Chris Paul, who I think is as good as anybody's ever been in the pick and roll. So they're just different ways to approach this thing. And of course, now I've forgotten 4 or 5 guys that I should have added into this conversation.
We've got MP. Smith is out there with Lance Stevenson, and it's T.J. McConnell, and it's Turner in at the center. So that's the group out there for Indiana. With the floater, and there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And Indiana called for the foul.
2 shots.
And Kemba Walker, traded to the Thunder this offseason, was subsequently bought out before joining the Knicks. Walker and the Knicks seem like a perfect fit.
Knicks substitution.
And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Well, Greg, for those of us who have never played in the league, what's it like traveling all over the country over the course of a long regular season?
Come on, Kevin. I bet you had a nice J back in the day. But seriously, it's a whirlwind tour, man. Sometimes you don't even know what city you wake up in. And I can tell you there have been many times where I've gone back to the front desk complaining because my key didn't work, and only to find out I was using the wrong key.
And New York, looking at who they've got. We've got Kemba Walker. Noel is out there with R.J. Barrett. Then there's Emmanuel Quickly. And it's Rose in at the shooting guard position. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
That's his first personal foul.
He got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Free throw good, MP. So New York ends up going with the new group.
2.
Good on both. And here's Fournier. He brings it up for New York.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Pacers.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series. I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was.
For Tyrese Halliburton.
Well, those points he had tonight, all critical, all from energy and activity. He just never seemed to stop.
And that one's good, Arcidiacono.
I just think that's trouble. You're gonna let that guy shoot layups. You're asking for it.
We've got 28 seconds left to play in the final quarter. The drive by MP. Here's Turner, and good that time.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
Awesome to see their output tonight, trying to urge their team on, and that can always help. That home advantage of home fans getting you going, fully on display here. Now their plan working to perfection there, if that was their plan, and if it wasn't, maybe that should be their plan.
Now, here's MP. So no problem for Indiana as they get the win. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2.
And those are the starting lineups, so kick back, get your popcorn ready. We'll be back in TGIF, everyone. Hey, Allie.
Hey, Brian, you could say the alley-oop is perhaps the game.
Oh, yeah, he's had some good ones, Allie. Thanks. And now the Indiana Pacers starter. Tyrese Halliburton is out there with Buddy Hield. Then it's T.J. Warren. Then there's Miles Turner. And it's Brissett. Brad, you were a master of meshing with your teammates. How key is being on the same page early in the year?
Oh, it's so important, especially early in the season. Teams that can come together and mesh as a core have a great advantage at the start of the season.
Back to Lillard. And that misses. That would have put him up. MP against Lillard. Here's MP. And it's Portland with a rebound. Outplayed in their previous game on their schedule, losing to the Cavs.
It really just wasn't a fun game for them. Their offense looked stagnant, and they couldn't get anything going.
And sometimes you have games like that, but you just got to shrug it off and move on to the next
one. 1:33 left in the opening quarter. With the drive. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
For the Trailblazers, Little comes in for Winslow, and it's Dunn in for Damian Lillard. The Pacers also with a sub. Jackson, he's checked in for Turner. First quarter of play, and just over 3.5 minutes in. Here's Simons. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. You know, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Now here's MP, defended by Dunn. MP right side. Here's Smith. Good, and the assist goes to MP.
Oh, no hesitation to get it to the middle. He uses his height advantage to convert. Easy.
Now here's Dunn, covered by MP. To the wing on the left. Little. They get it again. Dunn's shot is good.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
Now MP. There's the drive. Uneasy, too, on the layup.
Great timing and coordination. Lays it in coming off that pick.
Portland has gone just 1 of 6 from the three-point line so far. Here's Simons. No good with the finger roll.
That's their plan, to get him an opportunity to finish in tight. That's a miss they can live with.
And that concludes a high-scoring first quarter. We're all tied up, and the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in a moment. And with his elite shooting, Lillard can work off screens and come back to the ball. Sometimes, he says, that makes things a lot easier.
Getting the ball later in possessions when the defense isn't so sharp. You know, usually at the beginning of a defensive possession is get over the first screen. You know, the energy is up, they're interested, and usually at about 12 seconds they're a little tired. The interest goes down.
Well, when you're guarding Damian Lillard, you can't let up for a second, Grant.
And the Blazers, generally a methodical offense. Now, they don't mind using the clock and forcing the defense to cover for all 24.
And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And looking at what we've seen from the Trailblazers, what do you guys think?
Well, clearly they played well in the first period because of their selfless attitude.
Oh, yeah. Love the ball movement so far. Everything clicking at the offensive end.
On the court for the Pacers, second quarter underway. They've got MP. He's out there with T.J. McConnell. And it's Smith in at the center position. Back to Nurkic. Outside Hart. Pass to Simons. 6 to shoot. Takes the 3. Oh, he missed that one. 1 for 3 in this one so far. Here's MP. Oh, he misses the go-ahead basket. And Portland's shooting a fantastic 57%. Dunn outside. Step back and fire. Great D that time from McConnell. And for the Pacers, they're shooting at a very efficient 67%. And here's MP. Here he goes. Here's Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
And their offensive rebounding is such a strength for them when he's on the floor.
Yeah, he really helps them extend possessions, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. And the defense has to be aware of this. When you don't put a body on them, you pay the consequences.
Timeout called, the Blazers. And we're seeing teams pick up the pace. Something you set the trend for in Phoenix, Grant. Why do you think that's becoming more prevalent?
Great question. I mean, in today's game, we're all about the analytics, and that has shown that you shoot a higher percentage earlier in the shot clock. So it makes sense to push the tempo and see what you can get early.
A big group substitution here for Portland. Winslow. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Trailblazers out in front, leading by. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what's. Pacers making a change here. MP's checked in. Justice Winslow out there with Yusuf Nurkic. Then there's Eric Bledsoe. Then there's Damian Lillard. And it's Ingles in at the 3.